Get ready with me while I answer some questions about my breast augmentation, or as most of you guys know it as a boob job. I went to Dr. Vandeven in Bakersfield at Beautologie, and she did such a good job. She exceeded my expectations, and she just made the whole process super easy and made me feel super comfortable. How long did you want them for? That's a good one. Okay. So, most people know, some people still don't know, and I'm like, how do you not know, dude? Are you not like a good stalker? Because I'm a good stalker and I'll put 2 and 2 together. But I'm a mom, so my daughter's about to be 5, and she was exclusively breastfed. I breastfed her for about a year and a month. She did not take no bottle. It sucked. But anyways, I was a human cow. So you can just imagine from going to nothing to like constantly like big and small, from like pumping and feeding, like just once I was done, like there was no volume. They were just super saggy. I knew I wanted it, but I was always like, I'm gonna wait to have more kids. And I've been single for more than 3 years now, and realistically I don't think I'm gonna have any kids anytime soon. And right now is, I mean, I'm never gonna be this young again. I'm never gonna be this hot again. I mean, yeah, I am. But so I just wanted to, I changed my mind. I just changed my mind, and I was like, no, this is the time to do it. You have the money, you know, you've been working out, you feel confident. But this is something that I always lacked confidence in, because they were bad, and like people will be like, they weren't even bad, but like you never saw me naked. You never saw me naked. Like I hated, just like I hated how I looked, and I was like that for a couple years. So I learned like tips and tricks, and I always had like that sticky bra that like brought them in like this, but it was all fake. There was nothing there, like just a bunch of skin basically. So yeah, it's not something that I was just like from one day to the next like I'm getting boobs. Like no, it was always in the back of my mind. I just did it a lot sooner than I initially had planned to. What size are they? I got 400 cc's. Bra size, honestly, I still haven't, because usually I don't wear a bra, or if I do, it's like sports bras, kind of like these, or sports bras. So I still haven't actually gone to go get size, but I want to say that they said this would be something between like a full C and a D. I wouldn't know though. I don't have boobs before, so I don't. What do you guys think? Was it worth it? Hell yeah. How long did it take me to heal? I requested Monday through Friday off at work, and then I was back Saturday. I wish though, if I can go back, I wish I would have got that full Monday through Sunday off and then got back Monday a week after. Lift or fill? It was not a lift. Initially I went in thinking that I was gonna need a lift, because I'm telling you, like my boobs were saggy. Like they were saggy. So initially I was like, bug, like I would need that lift. And like, not to like talk shit on no one, but me personally, I don't like the scarring from a lift. So I was just like, fuck, like if I have to do all that, like I don't know, like I'm not gonna like them. But thankfully no lift was needed. I just incision at the bottom. Actually, do you want to see right now when my boobs are laying naturally, like you can't see, it's only when I lift up to show. And like I said, I'm only about to be, I believe, April, May, June, July 3rd will be 3 months, and I'm already super happy with like the scarring and like everything. They still have a long way to like go to like drop, but I have 0 complaints on it. Incision under the boob, and then it goes under the muscle is what I got. So I'm still able to feel, which is another question, if I can still feel sensation in my nipple. Yes, I can. I remember for like a week after though, like it kind of like I could still feel, but it wasn't like as sensitive. But now they're back to normal. Did you get sad after? They talk about the like post-surgery sadness. I remember like the first 2 days I was just like, I was like all drugged up, but I remember I was over the world, because I was like I have boobs, like I'm sexy. But then I remember like as a 3rd, 4th day, like I started fucking like kind of like, I don't want to say depressed, because that's a very strong word. Like I wasn't quite there yet, because I've been there, but I wasn't. But I just remember like I'm always in the go. Like I wake up at 5 in the morning, go to the gym, come home, get my daughter ready, take her to school, go to work, and then like I get home late, and then you know, so I'm always like on the, I can't snap with this hand. I'm always on the go. So for me to just have to like lay down for 5 days straight really took a toll on my head. And then I was just like, fuck, like my gains. I just really wanted to go to the gym because that's like my happy place. Besides feeling sexier, is there other feelings and thoughts that came with augmentation? Yeah, like I said, big insecurity. And yeah, for sure wanted to feel sexier. I guess that's kind of all, right? I was insecure. I just want to feel sexier. Yeah, just want to feel sexier. What type of implants did I get? And was it under the muscle? Yes, I answered that already. Right? Yeah, it was under the muscle, and then I got silicone. One question was, should I do my boobs before or after my kids? I don't know. Fuck, that's hard. This is my opinion, okay? Don't listen to me. But I think if you're gonna have kids within the next like 5 years, I would wait it off. Just because the way, like, who knows, like maybe like you won't even produce milk, or you won't produce as much as I did. So maybe like, or maybe just the elasticity to your skin is way better than mine was, and you won't end up with saggy boobs. But it's just like, what do you get them, and then you end up with like saggy boobs like I did. Like, all that for what? This is just me thinking out loud. If you don't plan on having kids within the next like 8 to 10 years, then I would say do it now. Do it now. You're young and hot right now. The next question was something along the lines if I'm happy with the size I got, or if I wish I would have gone bigger. This is something the nurses told me at my, like, when I tried them on. She actually told me, like, are you sure you don't want to try on a bigger size? And I remember when I tried on the 400, I was like, ugh, like I was flat, like from the side I was flat. So to me, when I put on those 400s, I was like, fuck. I remember I was like, oh my god, can I actually try something smaller? Like, and I tried that smaller size, and I went back and forth between those two sizes, and I was like, fuck, like I really wanted to go with the 475, and I remember she talked me out of it, and I'm so glad. Thank you so much. But I remember that moment, like when I came home, because I signed off for the 400. I remember when I came home, I was like, fuck, like should I call them and see if I can switch it back to the 375? And then I was just like, no, because the nurses told me everyone always wishes they go bigger. My friend kept telling me, like, go bigger, and I was like, fuck, like no, you know, like I was scared. And now that I've done it, I should have listened. I wish I would have gone slightly bigger, just because they're still gonna drop a lot. And right now they look like this because I kind of like, you know, like did this, but like when they're like, okay, no, they still look big, but like in certain tops, like they're big, obviously, like they're there, but they look really, really natural. That's a good thing. But some days I'm like, I wish I would have gone bigger. Like, I wish I would have, you know? Alright guys, so I'm done with my makeup, and I believe I answered all the questions. If you guys have any more like follow-up questions, I'm always down to do like a second part or answer you individually. But yeah, this is what they're looking like, and I'm super happy with them.